let us all do we can to build a better future. We're going to start with the adventures of Sonny and Fredo. I mean, oops.
Hey, don't use that word. That's very offensive.
I'm sorry.
You hear that's the N word in Italian, even though they say the whole word out loud and they quote Jimmy Dore.
No, we're not. Okay.
It's very stupid.
I think it is stupid. So a prime example why Americans don't trust the media, CNN's hypocrisy. So I found this wonderful article on RT America. Now, everyone be quiet. Don't tell that to Rachel Maddow. She might crap her pants because, hey, Russia and Russia. Oh, no. But there's a little bit of a double standard with CNN and Cuomo. Chris Cuomo. Let's start with Chris Cuomo. So CNN's Chris Cuomo is igniting anger by claiming he cannot objectively cover the numerous harassment and misconduct allegations against his brother, with critics pointing to past puffy interviews between the two. Promising.
What he really means is, when it's good, I'll talk about my brother. When it's bad, I defend the family.
Exactly. And so I could cover further in the article, but I think video speaks for itself. Let's scroll down to the first Twitter link video. Let's play that video and hear from Chris Cuomo himself. Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Before we start tonight, let me say something that I'm sure is very obvious to you who watch my show.
Yeah.
And thank you for that. You're straight with me, I'll be straight with you.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, I'm aware of what's going on with my brother.
Really?
And
Wait,
obviously,
pause it real quick.
I cannot
Answer the
cover
question.
It because
can you define how long? Seems like a reasonable question to ask.
Okay, let's go ahead and play the rest of it because it's a short video.
He is my brother. Now, of course, CNN has to cover it. They have covered it extensively, and they will continue to do so. I have always cared very deeply about these issues, and profoundly so. I just wanted to tell you that. There's a lot of news going on that matters also, so let's get after that. Before we start tonight...
Okay, all right, it's going to be repeating itself. So hey, he's shooting straight from the hip. Maybe he's being honest. Maybe he's being real. Maybe he's telling us the truth.
I think the whole issue is that his brother was shooting straight from the hip.
That's true, because 3 women have come forward. Now, let's actually stop right there.
Now?
Yeah, it's at 3 now. Because last night, that's what happened. A third woman, Ryan Knight, actually tweeted it out. Ryan.
There, Fredo is walking away from responsibility. He's like, I don't want to cover my brother's bad words.
But hold on, let's go ahead and look at this little interesting video. We might not play in its full entirety, but we'll just play at least a minute into it of Fredo and Sonny. Sorry, Chris Cuomo. Yeah, Chris Cuomo and Governor Andrew Cuomo talking on Chris Cuomo's show. Like, oh my God, this seems unprecedented. Like, what is going on? It's quite a quandary. Let's play that video.
Me having you on the show is an unusual thing. We've never really done it, but this was an unusual time, and there were unusual needs, and you stepped up in an unusual way that really was created by a vacuum of power on the federal level. You're not the only one. There were other governors, and you've been very good and collaborative with Hogan down in Maryland and Whitmer and DeWine and the ones up in the Northeast region. But these unusual times have demonstrated some unusual characteristics in people. And of course, I won't always be able to keep having you on the show. It'll never be seen as fair in people's eyes. And we both get that, and that's okay. You got plenty of people to talk to. But I want you to know that, June's a big month for us, right? We got Mom and Pop's anniversary on the 5th. We got Pop's birthday on the 15th. And this is what he always wanted. He was proud when you became governor because of what he knew you'd do.
Can you pause it for
Remember that
1
whole
second?
talk he gave us about?
I just noticed, looking at the two of them, it looks like one of them's desaturated a version of the other.
Yeah, it's like really bad lighting. Faze, what happened with the lighting?
What's your expert opinion on this?
Yeah, Faze.
What's going on?
I honestly couldn't tell you. No idea. It's probably some deep fake technology going on.
Probably so, because and good old Sonny, Andrew looks a little bit constipated there. But let's play the rest of it real quick. Hold on.
But I'm not proud. I don't believe in pride. Pride's deadly sin and blah, all that. What he wanted to see is what you do with the opportunity. And everything that he ever said mattered to him about public service is what you demonstrated right here and right now during this period when your state needed it most. And I hear it all the time. Not everybody likes you. Not everybody likes me. Everybody seems to like Pop now. That's the benefit of being out for a while, maybe gone. I just hope you recognize what even I'm able to recognize, being
got a little
spawned
something on your
from the
nose.
same wolf pack. I hope you are able to appreciate what you did in your state and what it means for the rest of the country now, and what it will always mean to those who love and care about you the most. I'm wowed by what you did, and more importantly, I'm wowed by how you did it. This was very hard. I know it's not over, but obviously I love you as a brother. Obviously I'll never be objective. Obviously I think you're the best politician in the country. But I hope you feel good about what you did for your people, because I know they appreciate it. Nothing's perfect. You'll have your critics.
Thank you.
But I've never seen anything like what you did, and that's why I'm so happy to have had you on the show. And I hope you know that.
Yeah. Look, we're not big on sweet talk, but
That was
what
pretty
that
sweet.
was all about was making a difference. That was sweet.
You made a
I
difference.
wonder who wrote it. What
I
Dad
wonder
was-
who wrote it.
What Dad was all about.
After all that brown
what
nose,
you
let's
just
just
told
pause
me
it right
about. What
there
Dad was
because I
all-
want to scroll down further in the article, because that's not the first or last time he's been on his show. Governor Cuomo on Chris Cuomo's show. I think we'll see some of the pictures down there. Like, look, there we go. Oh, cotton swabbing him away. Oh, let's scroll down even further because we'll see some more pictures of Cuomo, I think, on there, wait, four, not one, but 4 other times as well. So, gee, Chris, how come you're not having your brother on the
That's
show
exactly
this time
it.
around?
Exactly
What
it.
is going on? Because you know something, I can't help, because I want to time travel again. So I hope you're ready, Daniel,
I'm ready.
because we covered this on the show. Viewer discretion is advised. There will be some profane language in this next clip. Can we pull up that tweet of good old Chris Cuomo sharing his opinions? Again, this was covered on the New York Post. Let's go ahead and play it. Again, everyone, if you're sensitive with hearing, step back, because Chris Cuomo is going to tell you how he really feels about covering the news.
And analyzing a president who we all know is full of shit. Why? I don't value personally. Like what? Why? About who I am and how I live and what matters to me and what I value. And I haven't come to any really hard conclusions about how change will look, but change is coming. Why? Because I don't want to spend my time doing things that I don't think are valuable enough to me personally.
He wants back
Like
in the
what?
family business.
Well, I don't like what I do professionally, I've decided. I like doing this show. I like talking to you guys. But I don't value indulging irrationality, hyperpartisanship. I don't think it's worth my time anymore. Why? Because I don't want to spend my time trafficking in things that I think are ridiculous. I don't want to spend my time on television talking to Democrats about things that I don't really believe they mean. And I don't want to spend my time talking to Republicans about them parroting things that they feel they have to say. And analyzing a president's who we all know
I think
is
we can
full of
pause
shit.
it there.
we've heard
We
it
got
now.
the pit.
Yeah, we got
So,
it, buddy.
I just want to get back to this starting point where he's saying at the very beginning, I'm not going to cover this because it's my brother and it wouldn't be right of me to do it. You're a year late. You're a year late. You don't get to say that. Now, ironically, that's the right conclusion, but it wasn't the conclusion you drew when your brother was doing nice things. And you're like, oh man, my nose needs to be as brown as possible. I'm going to make this happen. No, you didn't do it then. You're just doing it because you don't want to actually have some amount of responsibility in the job you're doing and have one brother take out another, even though you won't do anything anyway. The reality is, Fredo is not good enough to run the family business. That's why he's on TV. That's why all these people get on TV in the first place. That's why Chris Christie's on TV. Couldn't cut it as governor, but he still did enough to keep him around. Rahm Emanuel couldn't cut it as mayor, but they still keep him on TV because that's how it works. George Snuffleupagus, he's still on TV even though he doesn't have. This is the way the system works. So you have billionaire family person, couldn't cut it for the family business, not smart enough, not good enough, too much of a Fredo. He's on TV. You have the person that's taking over governor of New York. remember, we covered a story before when this was happening. It was back when it was 2 women that had come out, and
Now it's 3.
now it's 3. And CNN made Andrew Cuomo, because of his brother, partially, in a big part, a hero. They made him a hero. They made him the face of Democratic fighting against Trump. They made him everything. CNN needs to take heat for this. CNN is the one who made Andrew Cuomo the popular superstar that he is. Chris Cuomo also did exactly that by making him in this position. They made him a star.
Oh, it's more than
They
that,
made him
Daniel.
more than a star. They gave him cover. They didn't cover bad things about him with the nursing homes. They didn't cover the negativity of, I don't know, using slave labor from your prisons to make hand sanitizer and then telling someone to smell your fingers. That's what CNN made a hero. And now that it's backfiring on them, Chris is like, well, I don't want to be a part of this. It'd be really hypocritical because I can't be biased, as opposed to before when I also couldn't be biased. And CNN's like, well, we don't like this. We don't think it's good.
But
We're
we
going to
gotta
cover
cover
it.
it.
Except you put him in that higher echelon of power to begin with.
I'll tell you what it is. Here's the thing. I think a lot of people, because there's more to this. I think ever since Trump got elected in 2016, people really were suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. But the thing is, Trump didn't come to power because overnight. No. It's because of neoliberal Democrats like Chris Cuomo, neoliberal Democrats like Nancy, Chucky Boy Schumer, Biden, and the whole rest. Democrats that lack a backbone to fight back. And with Donald Trump, he removed the friendly mask of neoliberalism from both Democrats and Republicans. He just spoke how he felt. And of course, it was gross. It was disgusting. No one liked it. And people were so thirsty, so desperate, and I mean desperate, like you can't get a date on Tinder kind of desperate, any kind of date at all, just to hopefully somebody will acknowledge you, or at least someone you could be attracted to. They went to Governor Andrew Cuomo and his fireside chat. You had Ellen DeGeneres and who's the host of
Ellen DeGenerating.
Ellen DeGeneres and who's the new host of the Comedy Central show who replaced
Trevor Noah.
Yeah, Trevor Noah. Both of them saying, "Oh yeah, we're both Cuomo-sexuals." Okay, so in your desperation to become Cuomo-sexuals, you turn a blind eye to the fact that
That means something different.
that 15,000. Hold on, because here's the thing. First of all, I believe in due process. 3 women have heroically come forward, and we need to hear their stories. Due process must take place, but that should not should not overshadow the fact that 15,000 dead senior citizens, human beings, American citizens in the state of New York died and were exposed to COVID-19 due to the Governor Andrew Cuomo's reckless administration and how it handled that. And then to cover their tracks, they forced the New York Assembly to follow through with it, to follow through with their story. And when one assemblyman refused to acknowledge it or even follow through, Assemblyman Ron Kim, what was his reward? Bullying by Governor Andrew Cuomo, threatening his livelihood and his family. Hey, New York State Assembly, I think now's the time to get your act together. Governor Andrew Cuomo has had his time. Undeserved time, thanks to CNN and MSNBC making him into a hero that he's not and never was. We all know who he is. He's a manipulator, he's a bully, and dare I say it, he's also a murderer. Oh, controversial statement. So yeah, media, you gotta cover it. Yeah, you gotta talk about it. And more importantly, he's gotta go.
Do you remember how many soldiers died in the Iraq War on our side? It was like 40,000?
Something like that, I think. A little bit more. I think it might be a little bit. Sorry, we don't have the full numbers. I think we should look that up.
Someone can correct us in there, but that means that Andrew Cuomo effectively assisted, and this is just in one instance, not other stuff he's done as governor, but in one instance, with the nursing homes, he is a contributor to the death of 40% of the people that were killed in Afghanistan.
More people than died in 9/11.
Way more. That's 10 times more.
Yeah,
that's
3,000 people. I don't know,
15
3,000 people
times more
died, yeah.
people.
Yeah.
He is connected to the deaths of 15 times more people than died in 9/11. And the big story, this is still the underlying thing that irks me, is as much as it's super important when people come out with allegations, I think that killing 15,000 people are contributing and then giving a liability protection to the people that made the most money off of it, I think is a worse crime. But of course, It's America. Kill as many people as you want, as long as you don't do it with your own hands. But don't have sex with people.
Governor Andrew Cuomo is not a hero. Don't hero worship these politicians. They don't owe you a damn thing. A New York State Assembly. Hey, you don't owe a damn thing to Governor Cuomo, because how do you want to explain to your constituents that you're just going to turn a blind eye to the governor's administration's reckless handling of 15,000 senior citizens? Those were somebody's grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles that won't be around for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You can do the right thing and stand up against the bully. Governor Cuomo is nobody. He's not a leader. He's not a hero. He's nothing. He's got to go.
He's a parliamentarian.
Yeah, he is. And hence, deleted like a Thanos snap.
Yeah.